As we have read Proverbs together, I've thought of Jesus often. I hope you have too. And one of the places that really makes me think of Jesus is Proverbs chapter 30 and the first part of verse 4. It says, "Who has ascended to heaven and come down?" When the Apostle Paul was thinking about the need for every person to hear the gospel, in Romans chapter 10, he referenced this verse I just read to you from Proverbs. Paul writes in Proverbs 10, verse 6, "But the righteousness based on faith says, 'Do not say in your heart, who will ascend into heaven?' That is to bring Christ down." And then he goes on to say more. But when Paul thought about who's the only one that can bring us to God, bring heaven down to earth, reconcile sinful man with a holy God, he thought about Proverbs 30 and this question, who can ascend to heaven? And his answer was only Christ. Only Christ can go from heaven to earth to show us the way to live and to reconcile us to God. There are so many places in Proverbs where a standard is raised, and we read that, and Jesus is the one who most fully embodied that standard. There are many places in Proverbs also where we read something and we think, I fall so far short and I can't do that. And it should make us realize only Jesus can do that perfectly. And only Jesus can bring us the forgiveness and reconciliation to bring us to God, because he has embodied these principles of wisdom perfectly. He is wisdom, and those of us that lack wisdom can never obey enough to get to God. Ultimately, we can just look to wisdom embodied, Jesus, and trust him to save us, because he has come from heaven to bring heaven down to us. Have a great Thursday.